least every other week, we're going to look at college football now. And we are going to talk about our top 4 teams in order, 1 through 4. And then just a quick discussion at the end of it, why we left the team out versus why we put a team in. And obviously the ESPN Power Rankings are out and the college football playoff rankings are out, so that kind of gives us a decent little guideline. But you'll probably notice in this that some people may have some differences, and it's going to be interesting to talk about. So we're going to start, just continue the same order. Colin, who are your 1 through 4 teams right now?
So this was tough to make. I don't have any honorable mentions, which we do for NFL, so I'm just going to do 4 through 1.
Yeah.
I guess I'll give an honorable mention. I'll put Ohio State at 5.
Oh, baby, out of the top 4.
Wow. I'll put Ohio State at 5.
Okay.
At 4, though, I have USC.
USC at 4?
I think they're all the way back. Caleb Williams might be the best player in college football.
He's really good.
And I got burnt last week trying to take an under and get cute in Pac-12 after dark. Paid the price for it. They scored. Each team combined scored on their first 6 series of the game. RIP under. Lost by 6 points on the under. Tough.
That's tough.
USC's at 4 for me. I think the only team in the Pac-12 that even challenges them is Utah.
Yeah. And
I think they play at USC this year, so I'll take USC to take that and make the college football playoff for the first time.
Yeah.
So
it's good to see them in it, honestly. It would be super entertaining.
They're one of those brands that you
need a brand.
Yeah.
Number 3, I have Michigan.
Yep.
I think they clear Ohio State this year again.
Okay.
Their run game is stout. Their defense is very, very good. They did play a weak non-conference schedule.
Yeah, they did.
But they beat the piss out of Iowa.
Shit on them.
Which isn't a great offensive team, but they ran it down their throats, and Iowa's known for their defense.
In Iowa.
Yes.
In Iowa. First time they've won there, I think, under Harbaugh.
Yeah.
So I have Michigan at 3. I think they win the Big Ten as well this year again. Who knows what their playoff would be, I have them facing the same team they faced last year in the playoff. There's my number 2 team, Georgia Bulldogs. They look very good. They did just struggle against Mizzou. Probably should have lost that game.
They should have lost to Mizzou.
But they didn't. So, the committee's not going to look at a close win as a negative.
They don't care. It's a win.
They'll take it. Georgia's my number 2. And unfortunately, I hate them. Damn it. They screwed me last week betting against them.
Yeah.
I'm taking Bama number 1.
Yeah.
Even if Bryce Young's out this week, which I'm not sure if he is.
Yeah.
I know they were saying throwing shoulder when he landed on a scramble tackle. But the backup came in, they were up 14-0, they were up 28-0, and they were up 28-3, and they won 49-3 or 23.
Yeah.
So backup did just enough to win. The run game is incredible. And they had 4 70-yard rushes in the fourth quarter.
They couldn't be tackled. Literally couldn't be tackled.
So their run game is stout. Their defense is a classic Alabama defense, and they're my number 1 team until they lose.
Yeah, that's fair. I like those 4. Those are good 4. Yep. So leaving out Ohio State.
Just barely. When it comes down to the end of the year, Michigan/Ohio State is
it's one of those.
It's one of those 2.
Yes. Okay.
Sage,
top 4.
Illinois is a cute story.
Illinois, honorable mention.
They're a cute story.
They're up there for sure. All right, top 4. So I got Ohio at 4.
Okay.
I mean, all the reasons you said, I think it could be Ohio and Michigan for battling for that 4 spot. That being said, I do have Michigan at 3.
Michigan at 3, okay.
I think, did we have that the same?
Yep, Michigan at 3 for Colin as well. Yep.
Yeah, we have that the same too. So I like them. Again, I think Harbaugh's kind of changing the culture a little more each year. Every time he's there.
He looked good last year.
Even though he almost left. But no, I like everything they're going with over there. I have Georgia at 2. And if Georgia's at 2, I mean, it doesn't leave that much to the imagination. Bama's number 1. I mean, you get pretty in-depth analysis on all that, but gosh, it seems like no matter who they lose, they have people coming off the bench and just playing like stars, which is ridiculous.
5 starter recruits.
Oh, that killed me last week. Arkansas plus 17.5. They're down 28-0. You think the bet's just dead. All of a sudden it's 28-23, a 5-point game. You're like, oh shit. Screw the plus 17. They might just win this game outright. Backup quarterback in. And they forgot how to tackle. They thought, Alabama was going to throw the ball by 16. And they got burnt.
Just absolutely cooked.
They got burnt.
Okay, all right, Sage, I like it. So Sage goes in order of 4 through 1, Ohio State 4, Michigan 3, Georgia 2, Bama 1. So far the same has been 3, 2, and 1, Michigan, Georgia, and Bama. Okay. I'm deviating. I'm a little bit different.
All right.
So, my 5th ranked team is Michigan. Only because of strength of schedule is the only reason why I have Ohio State in over them. Because Michigan has beat who they played. You can only beat who you play. And I've said that, and I'll continue to say that. You can only beat the teams put in front of you. That being said, the teams put in front of them are Colorado State, Hawaii, UConn, Maryland, and then Iowa, which was an impressive win. Michigan State beats Penn State in 2 weeks. They'll be in my opinion. That moves them right up. My 4th ranked team is different as well. I've got Clemson at 4 right now. ESPN has them ranked 5th. I have them ranked 4th. I have them ranked 4th because they have back-to-back wins against ranked opponents. They just beat 10th ranked NC State in a good game. Their quarterback, DJ Uiagalelei, who everyone was out on last year. This year, so far through 4 or 5 games, I think 5 games, he's thrown 1,242 yards, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Top 3 Heisman.
Yeah, he's actually playing decent ball again, which is awesome to see. So I have them sneaking in there at 4 right now.
And before you continue, sorry to interrupt, that game 2 weeks ago at Wake Forest, game of the week by far.
Awesome game.
Oh yeah.
Just continue to hammer the over, live over, went to overtime and Clemson pulled it out.
Yeah, a really good game. My 3rd ranked team is Georgia. I just don't think they have as good of an offense as the top 2 teams. Their defense is still super good.
Yeah.
I've got Ohio State at number 2 because of CJ Stroud and Jackson and Jigba Smith at wide receiver. CJ Stroud through 5 games has thrown 18 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. That's freaking fantastic. That defense is super good. They've scored 244 points in 5 games. I mean, that's 50 points a game almost. That's 6 points off of 50 points a game on average. And granted, who have they played? The only good team they've played was Notre Dame, and they beat them by 11. And is Notre Dame even good? I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think Notre Dame's actually very
Marshall
good.
the following week.
Exactly. There's a reason they're unranked now. At the time, ranked 5th, currently unranked. And then my number 1 team is Alabama, although I am less confident in them with Bryce Young being hurt. But I go Bama 1, OSU 2, Georgia 3, Clemson 4, Michigan 5. Addison.
Well, first we're going to go number 4. I'm Clemson. Like you said, DJ Uiagalelei.
Correct pronunciation.
Yep. He's balling. He looks good. Will Shipley, their running back, coming back sophomore year. He also, great white hope, man. I mean, it's good to see a white running back dominating. It's hilarious. You don't see that in that position. And Will Shipley looks great. I mean, he's basically Clemson's running game. Yeah, it's cool. Not that matters, but it is cool to see. Because that should be me. No,
right.
No. But I think Clemson, they're back. You know, I mean, it's Dabo Sweeney. They're going to win their conference. I mean, no challenge.
They beat the 2 best teams
already. I'm saying it's theirs. Unless they have a collapse, it's theirs, and I think they're locked in. See, so I'm with you on USC. I got them at 3. I can't lie. USC. They did have sort of a scare. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Oregon State.
They had to have a pick late to seal it, but they were winning.
Late touchdown. I think they were down 4.
Yeah, they were. They scored, and then the defense stepped up too. That was what you want to see when they need to. They do. Lincoln Riley is just playoff bound for them to lose. But I think you said USC's balling right now. Caleb Williams. He's got to follow his coach to USC, but he looks damn good. I mean, makes the game fun, and it is fun to watch when Caleb Williams plays football, and that is huge. Number 2, I actually have Bama. Bryce Young's injury is interesting to me. They have a running game that's out of this world, and I mean, by them being 2, I mean, you're talking splitting hairs, because they are going to be elite in every position. They did struggle against Texas with Quinn Ewers being hurt in that game earlier in the season. So Bama's
healthy Young.
Exactly. Bama's had a couple closer games than maybe most people think this year. Not that they're not good. I just don't know that one. I mean, Georgia did have an iffy game against Mizzou. Bama had to have a clutch drive by Bryce Young and a field goal to beat Texas. I mean, so Georgia, in my mind, they're given that game where they struggle. So, just spoiling my number 1, I mean, it's Georgia. They're the national champ, like the reigning champs. I mean, they still look good. They are definitely worse. I mean, half their defense was a first-round pick, if not second, third-round picks. They lost players, but it's still Georgia, SEC team. I mean, same quarterback, Stinson, I think his last name is.
Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett is his name.
He's still playing at a high level. The defense is going to be the anchor regardless all year. I mean, in the run game, and just Bennett will be able to play enough of good football for them to win. Right out of the top 4, obviously, I mean, here no Big Ten teams. I got Ohio State 5, Michigan 6. I think both teams. I mean, Michigan is, like you said, the weak strength of schedule is interesting. It grows the longer the year, though, definitely. Because Big Ten, they pound up on each other.
Tough games.
Same with Ohio State. Not that they played easy. Notre Dame, though, trash.
They're not a good team.
It's not a good win for Ohio State.
Yeah, exactly. They are bad.
It's not that Ohio State hasn't had a great game. Their offense looks good. Stroud looks good. He's going to be a top 3 pick. They have great weapons. I think the Big Ten favors having that schedule at the end of the year. That's when Ohio State climbs. That's when Michigan climbs. Michigan does have J.J. McCarthy. It's pretty much been given to him at the helm, which I love, though. The sophomore quarterback. Yeah. Bigger plays are open to Michigan because of this kid. He can extend it. I mean, he's a 5-star recruit. When does Harbaugh get that in a quarterback? He doesn't. And he finally has one. But he also has made some bonehead plays that he doesn't. He's a young kid. I mean, he was taking 15-yard sacks trying to make a play. Sometimes you're not the best athlete on the field, man, and I know that's hard to understand. But it's not good for the team when you decide to be Superman, and that's just a young kid though trying to be Superman because he's
doing what he did in high school.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he did like jump 360 throws in high school, and it's like you can't do that at this level. No. He doesn't do that, but you know what I mean. It's just that mindset. Yeah. I think Ohio State, Michigan climb later, but for now, Clemson 4, USC 3, Bama 2, Georgia 1.
I'm silly. You said Bama 2, and I was like, oh, he's got Michigan 1.
I did too.
For sure. That's why I chuckled. I was like, all right, I respect the homer pick. I was certain that.
I mean, I think, like you said, Steve, one of those two teams is a guarantee, unless they have a collapse loss. It's a guarantee. They're going to play each other, and then
they play each other last week.
And then whoever loses will most likely have one loss.
Yep.
And then the winner goes to the conference championship game and wins that. They might both get in if they have one loss.
The Big Ten West is so bad. I think Illinois is the number 1 seed.
Yeah, deserved.
How is it? It's just divvied up so bad.
The Big Ten East just
are USC and UCLA just going to slide into the West?
Yeah.
Because they're coming. USC and UCLA are coming to the Big Ten, too, so that's going to be just crazy.
Interesting.
But yeah, no. We'll see how it goes. Michigan will be in my top 4 eventually.
I like it. All right, so that's it for college